So the world's biggest asset manager has just announced that they are going to be entering Bitcoin. At least that's according to their most recent SEC filing. Now, this is incredibly big news. The accumulation period that we're going through right now for Bitcoin, it's just simply not going to last much longer. So I hope that you're getting ready for the next big Bitcoin move because it's going to be coming sooner than later. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the crazy markets. By the way, if you are a Wealth Mastery Investor Report member, then please check your inboxes as this week's issue number 29, is out. Now, this week, Jesse has a deep dive report for you on the code auditing giant Certic. Rect Capital breaks down the altcoin market cycles and where we are within that cycle. DeFi Dad has a tutorial for you on how to easily zap in and out of different yield farming opportunities. The team from Linear Finance, a synthetic asset provider, joins us to discuss their solutions for DeFi and synthetic assets. And I share some interesting low cap coins to have on your radar, as well as 2 new token sales that we're watching this week. All of that and much more, of course, for less than $10 a week. Affordable, time-saving, value-packed. That's Wealth Mastery. Link down below where you can learn more. So, Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right now doing exactly what we wanted to see it do. Came right down, touched that bottom green line. Very nice. Good test of support here on this triangle. Really, this chart is playing out very nice right now. This is a strong triangle pattern. This was, of course, a great opportunity to put in a long or simply to have a spot buy order in there for Bitcoin. I hope that you caught this move. I've been talking about it for days, been watching, getting ready for this, and there it was. So very exciting to see that playing out. Remember the golden rule in trading and investing: buy low, sell high. So whether you're a trader or whether you're an investor, you can be watching for these areas on the charts. These retests of support are often the best time to be entering a position. Also keep in mind that we could come down to retest that level of support again. So if you did miss it, you may get another chance to fill some orders in that area before we do see a bigger breakout for Bitcoin. Now, if that support were to fail, then the next key line is $30,000. That's probably one of the last great opportunities for buying Bitcoin around that level, if that were to happen. Anyway, now our target from this retest of support and the breakout from there onwards is the line of resistance up at $37,700. That being said, if you are going to be trading that, it's better probably to trail a stop loss here instead of simply putting that sell order in, since this triangle is a massive breakout pattern for Bitcoin. And if we successfully close over the top green line, then it is moon time, baby. Remember that the implied breakout target from this triangle pattern, $50,000. That big dip that happened overnight was all totally normal, totally healthy, all part of the plan. We are just continuing really the coiling up inside of this pattern. Bitcoin's like a big old spring, just building that pressure, getting ready for an explosive move. So very exciting, definitely watching this. Obviously, we want to see that move go higher, since this triangle should in theory be acting as a bullish continuation pattern, right? A symmetrical triangle is a relatively neutral pattern, but in an uptrending market, it is a bullish continuation pattern. I think it's especially a bullish, consolidation here when we consider all the fundamentals lining up for Bitcoin. So the market continues to look very bullish. And of course, I'll continue to keep you up to date on our progress through this triangle in the coming days. But for right now, I want to talk about some of the just incredible bullish news that we're seeing in the markets. So BlackRock, this is massive story, absolutely massive. BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager with $7.8 trillion under management, is finally getting into Bitcoin. Well, sort of. You see, they just filed paperwork with the SEC stating that certain funds of theirs may now engage in futures contracts based on Bitcoin. This, of course, means that they're going to start trading Bitcoin futures over on the CME. We've seen some of the other big money guys getting, like Paul Tudor Jones, he's trading Bitcoin futures on the CME. So unfortunately, they're not buying Bitcoin directly. That would be much more exciting, but still a really, really big move here from BlackRock. Not that we needed any more social proofing from all these big money manager types, but this is really big. Like really, really big. BlackRock is literally the biggest asset manager in the world now getting into Bitcoin. The trickle of institutional money that we've seen entering Bitcoin over the last few months, it's about to turn into a freaking tsunami. At this point, how can any institution out there try to ignore or downplay Bitcoin when freaking BlackRock is entering the market? I mean, game over, man. Game over. It's moon time. Also, I want to share these statistics with you because it just underlines the insanity we're seeing right now in this market. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but it's probably the most important thing happening in Bitcoin. Whale addresses for Bitcoin just hit a new high again, around 2,430 whales. These are addresses, of course, with more than 1,000 Bitcoin. We've added around 164 new whale addresses in the last 3 weeks. That is to say that 164 companies, hedge funds, pensions, billionaires, family offices, private funds, other big money players have entered Bitcoin with purchases at a minimum of 1,000 Bitcoin. Some of these guys may have got 2,000 or 3,000 Bitcoin. Every single one of these buying Bitcoin at a price over $30,000. That's crazy. Meanwhile, on-exchange Bitcoin balances continue to plummet day after day. In fact, the last 3 weeks have seen a truly unprecedented amount of Bitcoin exiting exchanges. In fact, there is much more Bitcoin leaving exchanges right now than we saw back in 2017. We are now massively outpacing the demand for Bitcoin compared to 2017. Oh, and of course, our buddies over at Grayscale bought another 8,000 Bitcoin yesterday. Insane demand, absolutely. Because there's something to think about. If Grayscale were to buy 8,000 Bitcoin a day, every day for the rest of the year, and they're not going to do that, but let's just say the thought experiment, right? Then that would be around 2.9 million Bitcoin. Now, there's only 2 million Bitcoin on exchanges right now. So that's 0.9 million more, 900,000 more Bitcoin than is on exchanges. Miners are only going to produce 380,000 Bitcoin this year. So, Grayscale, yeah, they're not going to buy 2.9 million Bitcoin this year, but you can just understand the effects of these big buyers coming in. But what if Grayscale buys 500,000 Bitcoin this year? They might. They really might. They could buy 1 million Bitcoin this year with a soaring demand. Some people are out there still wondering, oh, how's Bitcoin going to go to $100,000? For me, there's zero mystery of this. It's just simply mathematics. Supply is falling across exchanges. Miners' supplies are far too low to meet the incredible demand that we're seeing. That demand just keeps growing every single day with all these different people coming into the market. This is the world's scarcest asset. And every single day, big money is working out how they can get as much of the supply under their control as possible. Now is not the time to lose faith in Bitcoin. Now is the time to keep on stacking those stats. I mean, just think about it. All of this is happening, and some people really think that $42,000 was the high watermark for this bull run. No. Those, all those whales, the 164 new whale addresses, they bought over $30,000. They know Bitcoin's going higher. Bitcoin's going to be 6 digits a lot sooner than most people think. So be ready for it. Be ready for it. It's coming. I just hope Bitcoin chills long enough to let me get some more sweet altcoin gains in. Come on, Bitcoin. Do me a solid here. That'd be great. Anyway, your question for today. Are you still buying Bitcoin right now? Me personally, yes, I'm still adding to my Bitcoin stack, but actually a lot more money at this time is going into altcoins, playing that game to outpace the gains of Bitcoin. But let me know your answer down below. Of course, always curious to know what you guys are thinking, so hit me up down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.